next expansion for Stellaris is called Astral Planes, and it'll launch in tandem with the 3.10 Fixes update. It is the 19th expansion for the game, as well as the 6th story pack to be added, and it aims to add content to the mid to late game focused around exploration, with 30 brand new narratives, storylines to discover in a vast network of dimensions, alternate realities, and maybe some timelines. You'll be able to find up to 8 new relics, yes, 8, 4 new civics for your empire, 1 origin, as well as something called astral threads and astral actions as a system that is part of the expansion. And finally, 3 new music tracks. It's been so long since we had some of those. I'm so happy that this is happening. The last real event / exploration focused expansion was Ancient Relics back in 2019. 4.5 years ago, which of course added the relic site system as well as the first relics to the game, and even before that, in 2018, my personal favorite expansion, Distant Stars, adding tons of new events. And sure, we've had First Contact since then, which added some narrative too, but nothing as wide as adding hundreds of new events to the game, which really pushed the narrative. And sure, we have had content since then. All the other expansions are really focused on things, mostly mechanics, but I've always felt that it was a little bit light on the exploration aspect of the game. As Stellaris was initially announced, it was very much focused on the exploration side. It's very much a key pillar of the entire franchise, and the first 40 to 50 years of gameplay are by far the best part of the Stellaris experience. After that, the galaxy feels explored, it's filled with empires, and most games tend to become very similar and relatively stale, really, because the diplomatic side of things and mostly warfare. And it looks like the development team is looking to change this aspect of exploration and add more longevity to it by introducing new realms of existence. I doubt that we'll be going there, but it does add the possibility of adding tons of new events to the game without having to directly explore space. But it does look like there is going to be rifts in space that you can travel through, or at least your scientists can travel through. Like I said, I doubt that we'll see brand new galaxies that we can expand into, but it does add a very interesting way of expanding the narrative of Stellaris as a whole. The Unbidden and the Shroud are of course the first ones that come to mind, as they are already, traveling back and forth between ours and their dimensions respectively, or universes where the laws of physics are completely different, which can improve science output if you want to go down the boring route, or universes where the Great Tempest has been consuming everything and you will need to fight off an incursion from that side. What I really hope here is that the events from the rifts spawn based on the decisions that you have made before, or at least partially. Let's say that you've decided to kill off the symbiotes from the symbiotic event chain earlier in the game. You encountered them, you didn't want them attached to your brain stems, kill them all off. And all of a sudden, on the other side of the rift is a universe where you didn't do that. The sky is really the limit. You can go full sliders with this concept. Jump into a rift, explore the other side, and take resources or relics with you back, really. You can find anything out there. It could also be that the precursors are still alive on the other side. It's wild to think about the narrative possibilities and opportunities that await. Modders will probably go completely ham with this. Of course, I might be getting a little bit riled up. It could just be dimensional planes like fluidic space or something along the lines of it's just 16 levels of the Shroud and God knows what's waiting over there. And it's nice to think about, but it would be nice. And the mention of 8 new relics really leans into that direction. Plus, in the past, we've had mirror dimensions, mirror universes, alternate realities, and it looks like it could all be packed into this expansion and codify everything and add systems to it. Hey, maybe even we'll see retroactive developments on some of the events that are already existing within the game. That would make perfect sense and is something that the custodians have also done in the past. We shall see. So what do you think? Are you ready for a new exciting course exploring the realms unseen? Let me know in the comments down below. We don't know when Astral Planes is going to land, just that it's going to launch together with 3.10. When that is, I hope it's pretty soon, because 3.9 wasn't that long ago, and we'll keep an eye on this one. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel to keep your eyeballs peeled on the wonders of the multiverse. My name's ASpec. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and as always, eat Shutter.